Merge two or more cells. You can create a single large cell by merging two or more cells. For example, it is common to merge some of the top row of cells to use as a worksheet title. Another common reason for merging cells is to create a label that applies to multiple columns of data. This can make your worksheet easier to read because it makes it clear that the label applies to multiple columns instead of just a single column. Merge two or more cells. Select the cells that you want to merge. Click the Home tab. Click the Merge arrow. Click Merge in Center. Excel merges the selected cells into a single cell. Type your text in the merged cell. Transpose rows and columns. You can use Excel's transpose command to easily turn a row of data into a column of data, or a column of data into a row of data. You can also transpose rows and columns together in a single command, which is handy when you need to restructure a worksheet. Transpose rows and columns. Select the range that includes the data you want to transpose. Click Edit. Click Copy. Click where you want the transposed range to appear. Click the Home tab. Click the Paste arrow. Click Transpose. Excel transposes the data and then pastes it to the worksheet.